Can you do it? Can you brew beer and beer-like beverages at home? Ever wanted to try it but thought it was too complicated, too expensive? What if we told you that you can make amazing, delicious beer at home with no fancy brewing equipment? Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly which beers you can start brewing in no time, right in your own kitchen. And the first one, it's an ancient classic that's ridiculously easy to make, and you might already have everything you need sitting in your pantry right now. Let's dive into something unique, refreshing, and packed with history: kvass. Had ever heard of it? If you grew up in Eastern Europe, you definitely have. This ancient Slavic brew is a light, tangy, slightly sweet, and super refreshing beer-like drink that's been around for over 1,000 years. And here's the best part: you don't need malt, hops, or even special equipment to make it. Kvass is brewed from stale bread. Yes, you heard that right. Rye bread, a little sugar, some yeast or raisins, and water, a couple of days of fermentation, and boom, you've got a slightly fizzy, low-alcohol drink that's crazy refreshing. We will show you how to do it step by step in one of our upcoming videos, and even more, because maybe you want something stronger, something a little more rebellious. Before hops took over the brewing world, medieval beers were brewed with herbs, spices, and even flowers. Enter Groot beer, the original craft beer, brewed before people even knew what hops were. This beer is a wild mix of botanicals. Think rosemary, yarrow, juniper, or even heather. Back in the day, different towns had their own secret spice blends, making each Groot beer totally unique. And guess what? You can easily make your own. It's a super fun way to experiment with flavors, whether you want it earthy, floral, or even a little spicy. Plus, it's a great way to brew beer without needing hops at all. Some say these old-school beers were even believed to have mystical powers. But let's not get too carried away. Speaking of classic, let's fast forward a few centuries to one of the easiest, tastiest beers you can brew today. Now, if you're looking for a straightforward, no-fail, delicious beer, it's got to be the Session Ale. Light, crisp, easy drinking. This is the starter beer of home brewing. You don't need a PhD in fermentation to pull this one off. It's basically water, malt extract, hops, and yeast. Boom, in about 2 weeks, you'll have a fresh, bubbly golden ale that tastes like it came straight from a micro-brewery. Plus, it's one of the most forgiving beers to make. Mess up a little, no worries. It'll probably still taste great. But what if you want something darker, richer, and smoother? Well, you're in for a treat. How about something dark, rich, and velvety? Exciting, right? Yes, you can brew a fantastic stout at home.